Yusuf.
Yusuf.
Yeah. And you are?
Ben.
Ben.
Yes.
Okay, nice to meet you, Ben.
Welcome to class, guys. Welcome to a new day, a beautiful day. And I'm excited to take you through today's topic. Very interesting. As I promised, we're going to look at the idea of Kenya. Let me pause the music now. Welcome, guys. We're going to look at the topic, at the idea of Kenya. That's the topic of today's class. Okay? And you might be wondering, why am I calling this an idea? Because we are looking at a very important theory. It's called the theory of being one. This is a very powerful theory that says everything in creation is in motion towards and from one. Everything is in motion, everything is moving, not randomly, but not linear also, but it's moving towards one. Towards one. One is not a number. One is unity. One is truth. So all creation is in motion towards unity and towards truth. Despite what you see, this theory is very hopeful, very optimistic, because it says everything is in motion. Actually, if you look at everything, including the water, nothing that is living is not in motion. Everything is in motion towards unity, towards one.
It's linear and everything is connected.
Exactly. So actually, our theory says, the theory of one says, one of the constructs of this theory is very simple. Yusuf, it doesn't say linear. It says, the theory says everything. Oh,
I didn't do that.
Sorry, guys. Let me put this down. So the theory says nothing is linear. The theory says nothing is linear. Nothing is linear because today the sun rose, right? But it was cloudy, it was sunny, it was many things. Yeah, it was many things, but it's moving towards setting. So as the sun rises, it rises and it moves towards setting. So it is moving towards something, but it is not linear. Okay? The other construct of this theory says we are all participating in creation, whether you will it or not. We are all participating, We are all participating in creation. So whether you like it or not, you are participating in creation. You being here now is not a mistake. Another, which says, this theory says nothing is a mistake. This means everything is happening as it should. When you see things flying in the air, when you see chaos, everything is happening as it should. Kenya, today is
October 16, I think.
Today is October 16.
Yeah, I think.
Yes.
17, sorry.
17.
Yeah.
On the 15th, Kenya lost a very important man not only for Kenya but for the world, is called Raila. And that is not a mistake. Everything is happening as it should. I'll get more in depth into this, okay? Another construct of the theory, we are saying nothing is linear, all creation is participating, of course. All creation is moving or is in motion. Motion towards one, okay? And another construct is I've said nothing is linear, all creation is participating, nothing is a mistake, all motion, all creation is in motion towards one. Yeah, and yeah, so these are generally some of the basic constructs of the theory. Okay, so I've done previous classes, and in those classes I broke down what an idea is. Okay, what an idea is, and
this is just a summary.
This is just a summary to introduce you to the topic of today.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do this. So for the sake of those who are new to this class, I will, let's wait for that bike to get out of the way. Okay, so there we go. There we go, guys. So we say an idea. What is an idea? Idea. We said an idea, another word for an idea is a thought, okay, or a word that is waiting to be expressed. You may say it's waiting to be expressed in your mind, but an idea is a thought. But where do ideas come from? We said all ideas, everything comes from one, everything is in motion from one and towards, moving away and moving towards one. One here, truth. So truth, all ideas come from the truth. Okay, and we said, what is the truth? We said the truth, I'm looking for my eraser. The truth, what is truth? Truth is truth. An idea is a thought or word waiting to be expressed, and they come from truth, or they come from one. Now, what is truth? Truth is power. It cannot be denied. It is more than a fact. It has no beginning and no end. In short, if 5,000 years from now I said my fingers are 5, right? 5 fingers. No one can say in 2025 Ben had 4 fingers. The truth is the truth. It cannot change regardless of time. It is not time bound. It has no beginning and it has no end.
So I have a question actually.
All right, go ahead.
So this theory also talks about, I mean, time change, right?
Exactly.
Things that, for example, that we used to do in the 60s and in 2050 would be like totally different, right?
Exactly.
So some facts or some ideas would be based on that time
specific
existence,
time,
right?
That specific time, and I think that's an important point,
right,
to bring me back to the topic,
okay,
the main topic.
Yeah.
Why I say Kenya is an idea, okay? And remember, ideas are very powerful. We say ideas are very powerful because ideas create reality. Ideas have the power of creating reality.
Right.
What you say is your reality now is actually an idea. And I will explain. Kenya. If this was time, we can say AD or before Christ, or we say BC, and we say we're in 2025. I'm telling you, if your great-grandfather woke up today and asked you, who are you? And you tell him you're a Kenyan, he will laugh his head out. He won't believe it. Because Kenya was not there in 1800s. True? Kenya was not there. And I'm happy that you're from Ethiopia.
Yeah, but and I know the story a little bit too, but okay, keep going.
Yeah, so
but not to distract you, but Kenya, actually one of the languages that I speak,
yes.
Oromo.
Yes.
Kenya means Kenya, like the way we read it is the NY is as nya, instead of like Kenya.
Yeah.
Right? Kenya means it's ours.
Yes.
That's
Kenya means it's in Oromo.
Ours. Yeah, it's ours.
Okay.
Yeah. So
excellent.
But then it goes to Kusharik and all that story. But
awesome.
Keep going.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Great. Now, towards the end of 1850s, during the colonization era, when the British say they discovered Africa, it's like we were not there. All of a sudden we were discovered, and they discovered and created something called Kenya and created the boundary. It was an idea that came out from people who wanted to conquer this land. It was an idea that came up in time by people who wanted to conquer this land. And they put a spell on the people. Wow! And the people believed. If you ask anybody now, what are you? They will say, I am a Kenyan. But what does that mean? It's just an idea. That's why I'm saying, if your great-grandfather came today, or great-great-grandfather, or the Mau Mau, the ones who fought for the land, and asked, my son, my daughter, who are you? And you say you are a Kenyan, he'll slap your head, because he'll be asking you, have you forgotten who you are? Because if they know the truth, and they know the truth does not change. The truth doesn't change. So when you're saying Kenya, is that the truth? Because this land before was not called Kenya. In fact, who's this great explorer that went to a part of East Africa and discovered a lake there and called it Lake Victoria? It's like it never had a name. Until today, we call this lake Lake Victoria, but that's not the name. So you can see how ideas are powerful. They create reality. Ideas are powerful. But truth is more powerful because everything comes from the truth. Okay? So that is the theory of being. And that's why we are looking at Kenya. And Kenya is a beautiful country. Let me tell you the truth. If you've never been to Kenya, have you been to Kenya?
I've never been, but it's a plan.
It's a plan? Let me tell you something about Kenya. Kenya is a beautiful country.
It is.
Beautiful people. Our women, very beautiful. Ethiopian women are beautiful too, but Kenyan women are beautiful.
Yeah.
The people are beautiful. We have dark-skinned people, we have light-skinned people, we have even Indians. We have Somalis, we have Oromos who are Kenyan, and they're in the border. Can you imagine when these imperialists created this land like this? Now, I'm trying to explain something about Kenya. I'm trying to draw them up as best as I can. Something like this, okay? So we have Ethiopia, on the top, on the north, we have Uganda. On the south, we are on the east.
Yeah, east.
On the western side of Kenya, sorry, on the western side is Uganda. Down here we have Tanzania. All right? And right here we have Somalia. Okay? So when this imperialists came, they came and created a land of Kenya. And they not created a land, they labeled this idea Kenya so that they can conquer it. The idea was conquest, not to give the people something, to really conquer it. Absolutely. To take its resources.
Always.
Yes. To brainwash its people, to put the land under a spell. Okay? And the people are in that spell until today. So this theory says ideas are powerful, but the truth is more powerful. Okay? So Kenya is on the eastern side of Africa, East Africa, okay? And Kenya, as I said, has beautiful, wonderful people. We beat Ethiopia all the time, most of the time. Running. And I'm telling you the truth, when I see an Ethiopian running against a Kenyan,
it's like,
I know it's not gonna be easy.
Yeah.
All right, it's not gonna be easy. But in the just concluded World Athletic Championships, which I say, this theory says nothing is a mistake, Kenya became number 2. Number 1 was the USA. And this is not a mistake. Everything is in motion and nothing is a mistake. Everything is happening as it should. So Kenya has got one of the most beautiful, or one of the fastest runners actually globally in athletics. Yeah. Apart from that, we have very beautiful wildlife. Very beautiful wildlife. Absolutely. We have the big 5. We have some of the most beautiful parks. We have beautiful beaches here at the coast. Yeah. The coast. We have beautiful